Today in Elden Ring, we are going to be going over a perfectly optimized rune farming method that is the current best rune farm available in Elden Ring. This is going to get you anywhere from 52,980 runes per minute, or 3.1 million runes per hour, all the way up to 4.1 million runes per hour with 0 skill required, and it's extremely easy. Now, the first thing we are going to need is a bow, and you can get one of these from the Twin Maidens for 1,200 runes. You can also use a crossbow, but I seem to have better luck with a bow, and you don't need a good one at all. Any one will suffice. Next up, we're going to go back to the Church of Ela. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's the church right next to where you start the game. And we're going to go buy some arrows from Santa Claus. You can only hold 99 of these in your pouch at a time, so when you go to buy them, you can just hit left or L1 or R1 to buy the max you can hold. I usually just buy like 101. The rest are going to be placed in your chest. And then what we need to really optimize the most amount of runes that we can get per hour is going to be two pieces of, a piece of equipment called the Gold Scarab, which increases runes obtained from defeating enemies by 20%, and then also some gold pickled foul foot. Now, the foul foot are definitely not required, but they will give you a 30% additional boost for 3 minutes, which is pretty dang good. They're super easy to farm. I've made videos on how to get both of these extremely easy. I'll leave a link in the description or on the top right of this video. Now, once you have your bow, arrows, and all of your XP boosting materials, we're going to head to Mogwin. Now, if you've never been here before, I do have a video going over how to get to this location. I will leave that linked in the description as well for the sake of saving time. I'm trying to make this as efficient as possible. Now, we're going to go to the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance. Now, if you don't know how to switch between these two views, you literally just press in on R3 and you can start seeing the underground. Now, once you're at the Mausoleum entrance, we're going to go down here where we can finally hop on our mount. There's going to be a couple really scary things along the way here, but essentially we're just going to hop on our mount and we're going to follow this along the wall here. There's going to be big scary hands that come popping up out of the ground, and you should very much run away from those as quick as possible. And then we're going to head into the Bloody Rivers of Death, where we're going to go around this location right here. And we're going to keep going around. I'm just going to follow this path back to this little ramp right back here. Now, many of you have probably been here before, but the whole point of this is showing you the perfect way to optimize how you're going to be farming up here. We're not going to be killing all these little dudes like you might have seen in the past. We're going to be doing something way more cheesy. We're going to stop at this site of grace and we're going to rest. Now, I'm going to go over exactly how this works for optimum results. We're going to just rest here just to reset the stupid chicken that we're going to be cheesing. Because if you do it quick enough, you can get it perfectly. We need to run from the site of grace over to this rock. We click in on R3 to target it, and as it turns, we shoot the arrow, and it should hit it. And then the chicken will fall off the cliff, and you will get a total of 13,245 runes with just the golden scarab. Now, if you decide to use something like the gold pickled foul foot, then you'll be able to get just over 14,000 runes per kill with this, which we can show right now. But there's a really easy method to be able to speed this up even further. So we're going to rest, we're going to get up very quickly, and we're going to run right over to this rock. And then we're going to target the chicken, we're going to pull, and as it starts to turn, we're going to fire, so that way we perfectly hit it. Chicken's going to run off. As it's running off, we go back and rest at the site of grace. We don't have to wait to receive the runes, because as we're resting, we get the runes. You can see them start going up, and we just repeat this. Now, optimally, you can get this easily 4 times per minute. You might be able to hit it at 5 if you're doing really, really well with this, but it's expected to get about 4 times per minute, and you do not have to wait for the runes. You just repeat this as long as you want or until you run out of arrows. Now, just timing it perfectly for when he turns seems to work the best. If you try and shoot him while he's walking towards you, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you fire after he fully turns, or the chicken, or whatever you want to call it, then you might miss as well. And let's show that. So say it's like that, then we can just aim up manually by pressing in on L1, and you can start firing. It's a lot easier if you get it while targeting him, but it is definitely possible to get it while walking away. But you can see how you definitely want to get the timing perfect for it, because you're just wasting time trying to shoot the chicken as it walks away. So it's really just all about getting to this particular rock, targeting it, and shooting it as it turns, so that way you never mess up. And this is the best way to farm up runes in Elden Ring. Now, there is one other thing to note. You definitely want to make sure to do this as much as possible during nightfall, because you might be able to get a chicken that'll give you 5 times the amount of runes. So always do this at nighttime. If you see it get into day, you can just pass time till night and just continue on with the process. Now, if you do everything perfectly... Now, if you do everything perfectly like this, and you use just the golden scarab, you can get about 3.1 million runes per hour. If you use the gold foot in conjunction with the golden scarab, then you get all the way up to 4.1 million runes per hour. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.